fast lane. Disregarded as a past that you can't face. Arms raised, asking for change in more ways than one. Heartbreak, heartache, it can make your heart race. When you caught between a rock and a heart.
He was just another teenager puffing the weed. Now he's clucking for something else and he's stuck on the street. That might mean nothing to you, but it's something to me. While he's limping around town, his socks are stuck on his feet. And as he looks through the window, there's a couple who treat themselves to some luxuries like some bubble and squeak. And all he's had is a cup of tea. He's lucky to be alive, cause it is freezing and he hasn't nothing to eat for a couple of weeks. Every night he struggles to sleep. He wishes he could wake up and discover his dream has come true, but it doesn't, so he suffers defeat. And some just mutter tutting to themselves, sucking their teeth like he's a bomb, he is drunk, he's a bloody disease. And some would say he's liberated, but he'd love to be free. He literally wants a clean sheet, he'd love you to see what's underneath what you perceive. He was somebody's seed, it's true. Cause he is looking in the life at the fast lane. Starved in the game, long nights, dark days. Disregarded like the past that you can't face. When you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Arms raised, asking for change in more ways than one. Would you stop, would you pass on his pathway? Heartbreak, heartache, it can make your heart race. When you're caught between a rock and a hard place. He's obviously sorry, cause as a kid he had a problem with authority. He stopped being so gobby a bobby, but now there's no water bottle, just a bottle of body in his body that he just probably went and robbed from the obby. Or spot him by the road begging, that's doing his own head. And he would go and blend in, but society won't let him, you know. It's so upsetting, he poses no threat and they look through him like a ghost.
There goes that broke credit, that bloke's on their throne. How he get so thin?
And when he sits and reminisces, he regrets those sins. But what's the point in having guilt for trying to grab a meal? Cause he got nicked for picking food at a Tesco's bin. I'm trying to portray this guy's life in a poor state, but I kinda feel awkward now, cause I can afford steak. Kids trying to support the cause, what guys in the store say?
We've called the law, mate, you can't lie in this doorway all day.
Cause he is looking in the life at the fast lane. Starved in the game, long nights, dark days. Disregarded like the past that you can't face. When you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Arms raised, asking for change in more ways than one. Would you stop, would you pass on his pathway? Heartbreak, heartache, it can make your heart race. When you're caught between a rock and a hard place. And looking inside can be so strange when you're classed as a tramp, a man with no name. Tell me, have you ever put out your hand with no shame? And it's not for a can or a gram of cocaine, it's a scram. That's the man people disrespect and cuss, but we only really make a change when it's affecting us. It's such a shame, he's not a fuck, forget the synthetic drugs. He just needs a bit of love and a sympathetic hug. He's had enough for the shelter now, he just wants to get inside and get a better night. Cause there's a chance he could be dead tonight. He's terrified, and if he ever died you'd be like,
never mind, another Stella wouldn't end his life.
But the weather might, so why you eating your free course? Keeping four, could you even walk with jeans torn and feet worn out? Please support the cause, we couldn't afford it, we could feed the poor. We could be the spark for the heat that could keep them warm. Cause he is looking in the life at the fast lane.